Do you ever look around you and just look at the world and feel like, kind of like we're in the Matrix, like there's something missing?
The Matrix attacked me. Now I managed to fight back.
It's payback time. And for those who thought that Andrew Tate was done, this is not the end. He's free now, and he's going to continue to spread his message. There are no Romanian cops out there who can stop a man from expressing a valid idea. So let's find out why it mattered in the first place, as he explains.
We're calling in the troops. Gentlemen, if you're watching this, gentlemen and sexy ladies, I'm going to give you all a 15-second break. I'm going to play a video now, and I want all of you to make an Instagram story. For this video, do an Instagram story and tag rumble.com/Tate Speech, because the Matrix hates me.
We all know how Tate has suffered several attacks, and he warned us time and time again that the Matrix was after him. This isn't the first time that Andrew has referenced being attacked by the Matrix, quote unquote. In his first message after the arrest, a tweet from his account read, "The Matrix sent their agents." After he was sentenced to a further 30 days, he added, "The Matrix will only tell you what the Matrix needs you to believe."
The Matrix, they've sat around the table. They're probably watching this right now. Head execs. Hello, Meta. Hello, guys. Hello, YouTube. I didn't want to be canceled. I was on your side. I wanted to speak for men's issues. I thought it was a place for open discourse. I thought I was allowed to have an opinion and we could make the world a better place.
Andrew Tate isn't just an ordinary man. He's something else. An idea. An idea that wants to impose itself on the fragile notions of soft men and extreme feminism. You know, those movements that are becoming more outdated and questionable with every passing day. After watching this video, you're gonna understand the idea behind Tate.
I'm not an extremist. I love women. I protect women. Any woman who's around me feels safe. I thought we could sit around and talk, but no, you decided my opinion isn't worth anything. You decided all the millions of men who think like me are worth fucking nothing. You decided that. I didn't want this war. You fucking did. And then you told me that I'm not allowed on your platforms, and you told me that I'm not allowed anywhere. Well, that's fine, because I have soldiers, and we're gonna penetrate the Matrix.
Do you ever look around you and just look at the world and feel like, kind of like we're in the Matrix, like there's something missing? I don't know. I was always looking for this secret. I was always looking for, I wouldn't say happiness or contentment, but I was always looking to try and break out of the 9 to 5, just the normal monotony of day-to-day life. And for a long time, I thought fighting was my way out. I don't know what I was trying to get to. I don't know where it was going to lead. But when I just look at the normal life a lot of people live, that is just absolutely depressing to me. Yeah. I couldn't imagine doing it. I'm not shitting on the normal guy. I'm saying you're a stronger man than me. Because if I was a normal dude working in Starbucks, bro, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that day to day. I literally could not do that.
When I say the Matrix, I mean the Matrix. Because they have managed to alter reality in real time by controlling narratives, by preventing the other side of opinions to speak. They convinced the entire world to be afraid of the common cold. And anyone who stood up and said, this is asinine, got deleted and removed. They create an alternate reality with their platforms. They create a Matrix in real time. And anyone who supports that, anyone who's gonna sit here and say, oh, for our safety, it's good that we hand over absolute control of the world narratives to unknown shadow figures. As long as they don't delete my account, Susan, if I say he's a bad man, Susan, can I keep my account? You are a clown. You are a performing clown. You have no interest in the things my brother and I are interested in. We are interested in the future of humanity. We're interested in allowing people to have open discourse and discussion. We're interested in our children's children living in a world where they're not enslaved. All you care about is keeping your little fucking YouTube channel because you are a performing clown. That's all he is. He's a performing clown and he's at mercy. He's at the mercy of his masters and he knows it and he will say anything he is told to fucking say. Well, he is a coward.
A lot of people out here, it still amazes me. They believe the government care about them. You can't stop making the rich richer. You cannot stop it. People inside the Matrix don't understand what's happening. And they're gonna sit there and go, but the government cares about me. He gave me $1,400. The government doesn't give a shit about you. The government is looking after its friends. The government gave all the slaves a little bit of pocket money so they can send it all to the rich guys. It's all a scam. And people inside of the Matrix do not understand. It's all a scam. It's all a lie. The idea that government cares about them is a lie. The government is never gonna tell you anything that's gonna wake you up. The government's going to teach you things that are going to make you subservient and compliant. They're going to tell you all this crap about identifying as a panda and all this other shit is not an accident. When they can convince the average person on the street to pretend that some other person is a panda because they said so, you are fully in the slave mindset.
People always say, what's it like to get banned, Andrew? Because they banned all your social media and they banned your payment processor and they banned your banks. Listen, I'm top G, right? So I'm always a step ahead of the game. If you think I haven't been on the internet knowing that a ban is coming for a very long time and preparing myself in every single possible way, you are absolutely incorrect. If you think they're going to delete a few things of mine, I'm going to have any kind of trouble in my life, you are absolutely and utterly incorrect. If they'll ban me for no reason, and it was for no reason, because I want everyone to understand, everyone knows that all the fucking woman beating shit's been debunked a million times. Everyone knows that all the terrible things they say I said were clips taken out of context. They painted a narrative like the Matrix does. Like I said earlier, they control the narrative, they control how you think. They painted a narrative about me to try and sway public opinion to support an unfair action. That's what they did. The media machine attacked at the same time the bans happened. It's not a coincidence I get banned on everything at the same time and that every single newspaper in the world prints a story at the same time. That's not a coincidence. The Matrix attacked me. Now, I managed to fight back and people now understand it was all a lie. But that's how it works, right?
I think truthfully in the world we're living in now, I use this analogy a lot, maybe I overuse it, but you need to find a way to some degree to escape the Matrix. And I say the Matrix because the Matrix, the way it is designed.
And you're
now,
not just talking shit because you've actually done that.
I've escaped the Matrix.
Yeah.
I've literally escaped the Matrix in nearly every form. So any form of oppression no longer applies to me. I can't be canceled. No, I can say what I want. My finances are secure. I've escaped the Matrix. And when I talk about the Matrix, it primarily applies to men because men are the backbone of the slave force. We always have been and always will be. And unfortunately now, if you're a law-abiding man inside the Matrix, your future and the life that is laid out for you is nothing but depressing. You're going to go to school, you're going to get in debt, you're going to get a job, you're going to get a wife, divorce is coming, you're going to lose the house eventually, your job's shit, inflation's outpacing your wages, you're going to work, no one's going to appreciate it, now you're old and your life's over. That is the Matrix for 99% of men, and you need to find a way to escape it. And I guess I was kind of fortunate from a young age. I always knew that the Matrix was coming and that the system is designed to oppress. The people who make the rules do not make the rules for the benefit of us. They make the rules for the benefit of the people who make the rules. And I knew that. And I think every person intrinsically knows that. Like if it's 4 a.m. and you're sitting in a gas station and a Lambo pulls up, you're probably thinking drug dealer or criminal. You're not thinking, oh, he definitely went to school.
Yeah.
No, so everyone knows this, right?
That's true.
So you have to find a way to escape the Matrix to some degree.
When I talk about the Matrix, I'm talking about the systems which have been created by society, which are deliberately designed to enslave. In the movie, the Matrix were used for our body heat, but here in this Matrix, we're used for our efforts and our energies. And you're existing inside of a system which is deliberately rigged to make the rich richer and for the poor to stay poor.
Yeah.
And you can sit there and get upset about it. You can sit there and cry about it and say the system needs to change, which is what some people do, socialists, XYZ. But I know that's a waste of time, right? That's futile. The best thing to do is to understand the rules of the game and find a way to win. So yes, the game is rigged. Yes, the rich are always going to get richer. Yes, the poor are always going to struggle. And that's the way the game is set up. So you still need to find the best move on the chessboard. There's no point sitting there saying, I want to play a different game, because that's never going to happen. Because the people with the money are the people who have the control and they have the power. And why would they have the game set up any other way? Why would they change it?
They want slaves inside the Matrix, inside of the machine. They were teaching you to not think for yourself and to blindly comply. It starts with the mask. Yeah. Blindly put the mask on. Blindly get the injections. Blindly. They don't want you to think. If you think and realize it doesn't make sense, you're no good to them. They don't want you smart enough to think for yourself. They want you smart enough to pay your taxes. And that's about it. Like they don't give a shit. It's really, I use the word slave and people think I'm being dramatic. I'm not being dramatic. If you are think wearing a mask for 4 feet is saving lives, you are absolutely, completely a slave. Yeah. You're a slave. You're owned. You're totally owned. And there's so many people out here who are actually genuinely owned. At the height of this COVID nonsense, at the real height of it,
I always knew I wanted to escape the Matrix before I escaped it. And let me tell you why. If COVID has not woke people up in the last 3 years, I don't know what's wrong with you. The government came along, closed your business down by force, forced you to have a medical procedure you didn't want, made you stay in your house and cover your face, because of something with a 99.9% fucking survival rate. They come along and literally broke every single rule. They broke the Geneva Human Rights Convention, every single law that they wrote themselves. They just broke them all under the guise of safety. More people committed suicide from mental health issues, or more people died from missed doctor's appointments for real diseases because of this crap. They came along and did it because they were told to by someone above the government, because the government's not even in charge of anything. And now they've gone back to normal. Everyone thinks they're not going to do it again for some other reason. You think across the next 30 years they're not going to come back with some new shit? Fuck them. Next time, when they come along with this crap, I'm out. I'm bouncing. See ya. When they did this, I went to Sweden. Sweden was open the whole time. Sweden never locked down. I was in clubs in Stockholm while everyone else was here locked in their houses clapping for the NHS like a jackass. I was in the nightclub. No masks, no vaccine, no lockdown, nothing. Running around with Swedish chicks. So I just run to freedom, right? But if I had, let's say, a big property within the UK, I can't just say fuck the UK.
Yeah.
So once you escape the matrix and you try and find a way to get your wealth outside of the system, then you can exist geographically anywhere. And once you can do that, then laws don't really apply to you. If they made a law in the UK I was unhappy with, I'd just leave. And if they made a law in Romania where I live I'm unhappy with, I would just leave. I don't have to be a lawbreaker. I don't have to be a criminal. I'll just go somewhere else.
The world we live in today, they try very hard to prevent you from creating your reality. You're constantly distracted by everything, and it's hard to focus on nearly anything. And they do that on purpose. For you to go stand out in the rain and protest, that takes focus. They want you distracted. They want arguments in the household. They want blacks to hate the whites, Republicans to hate Democrats. They want us all arguing with each other, for all of us to hate our neighbor, and us all to be so distracted and selfish and self-absorbed that we can't think beyond ourselves. That's what they're trying to do to us, and it's absolutely and utterly worked.
It works.
There's very few of these people, and look what they've fucking done to the entire world. It's absolutely insane.
Even when I was going to school and they're sitting there going, you're not going to get a good job if you don't get good grades, I was the one sitting there going, you're a liar, shut up. I just knew the teacher was lying. I knew school was bullshit. I knew college was bullshit. I knew university was a lie. I always knew it was a trick and a con. I didn't truly understand things to the level I understand them now. But I had an intrinsic understanding, and I think everybody does. If you're at a gas station and it's 3 a.m. and a Lambo pulls up and a guy gets out of it, you're thinking criminal, drug dealer, gangster.
Yeah.
You're not thinking, he has a uni degree. Because you're not going to think that. So when you see money, people don't even associate the money they see with university. But then they go, I want to make money, so I'm going to university. It doesn't make sense.